$29.59 in the Hyatt Regency Waikiki Resort and Spa in Waikiki Beach, Honolulu, Oahu, Hawaii. We are right here. There are two towers in the Hyatt Regency here, and they're both shaped just like this in a big circle. So these are the city view rooms, these are the partial ocean view or the ocean view rooms, and then these are the ocean front rooms. So that's just the floor plan. And I did request a GSU, but it was not available, and so the GM emailed me a couple days before and asked what they could do to assist, and I said, you can upgrade me to a better room. And so that's how we were upgraded from a city view room to an ocean front room. So if you're a globalist, highly suggest requesting anything that can be done in a really nice way. I think it never hurts to ask. The worst they could do is probably put you in a club room or at least an ocean view, if not an ocean front. So I think coming into off season also helps, although there really isn't off season in Hawaii that I've heard. So this is a two queen bed room, so it fits up to max 4 people. I wouldn't recommend 4 people. I think it'd be really tight unless you're really good friends because of the bathroom, and I'll show that in a little bit. So they do have a full-length mirror here. It's kind of difficult to see the layout just a bit because we have all our things everywhere. We've been here for 3 days already. We leave tomorrow. But I like the Hyatt Regency because while it is dated a little bit, you can tell in the hallways and downstairs it has that Hawaiian kitschy feel. The amenities and the fixtures, light fixtures, the furniture has been updated, and obviously probably a fresh coat of paint as well. You have a nice flat screen. I would say that's maybe 65-inch, and a nice working desk with a chair as well as a sofa chair over there. And one of my favorite parts are these plugs. There's 2 plugs here and 2 USB ports here on each side of the bed, so that's very convenient. As well as over here by the desk, a 6-plug rotating 6-plug hub. Okay, in there's a refrigerator, a free refrigerator, not the typical, what'd you say, mini fridge, like the fridge with like all the liquor and whatnot. So it's an empty fridge for your use. I think there's a safe in there, and I do believe it's a laptop size safe. I think these are just drawers, right, Angeline?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want ice?
Sure.
Sure.
In here, I discovered this earlier. There's a flashlight right here, so if you ever need a flashlight, well, it's the Bible, per usual, and then a book about Oahu. And I like the new light fixtures. I think it's pretty. The best part about this room is the view, which I'll show tomorrow. But out here on the balcony is a small table that faces the water and these 2 chairs that are angled towards the water. So this is direct ocean front. So I don't know if people know, but when you read online, like the descriptions, and it says like city view, ocean front. So if you want to be directly ocean, like in front of the ocean, it has to be ocean front, or else you'll get a partial ocean view. So when it says ocean view, that's a partial view. When it says ocean front, it's a direct ocean front view. Another thing that I like about the Hyatt Regency versus the Hyatt Centric, which opened in February, I believe, of this year, which is also in Waikiki. So Hyatt has 3 residences, 3 hotels in Oahu. It's the Hyatt Regency here, the Hyatt Place down the street, and then also the Hyatt Centric, which is 4 blocks back. So it's 4 blocks back from the ocean, so you do have to walk there. And one thing that I really don't like is that there is no balcony. It's directly in the middle of the city and there's no balcony, and I feel like if you're going to be here in Hawaii, in Waikiki, the best part about it is the view and being able to kind of hear the ocean. We keep our door slightly ajar at night so that we can hear the ocean. So I think that's one of my favorite parts about being in Hawaii. This is the bathroom. It's actually fairly small. This is the closet. You do have an iron and an ironing board and 2 pairs of slippers, the luggage stand, and the usual standards. They do also give you a bag. It looks like this, and you can take it to go. It's like a nice, kind of like you can use it for a it's a pretty sturdy bag. It's like a beach bag almost. And they also give you, instead of water bottles, they have this a plastic water bottle that they have 2 in each room, and you can fill it up throughout the hotel. We fill ours up at the club lounge, but then you can take it to go with you when you're home. So it's really nice because we've been using that every single day while we've been here. So back to the bathroom. It's a regular tub bathroom, and one of my pet peeves, 1 sink, not a double vanity. I really feel like, especially if it's a double bed, there should be a double vanity, because most likely there will be 2 people at least in the room. So I know the most important thing isn't the bathroom, but when you have more people, I mean, it's just nice to have more space in the bathroom. But of course, you're not here to use the bathroom, so I understand. So a regular tub, standard curved shower curtain holder, which I think makes a huge difference. I think this is a really simple investment that hotels can make, and most have made. They do have a semi-rain shower. It's not a full rain shower, but it's a semi-rain shower with a shower head, and then all the regular faucets. So it's a standard bathtub. You do, as you do in other Hyatt Regencies, resorts have the amenities from the spa. So this is the same as the Hyatt Regency in Maui. The Hyatt Regency I actually have it right here. The one from Maui is from their Marilyn Monroe spa, the Kamahao. And then the one here is from the Ho'ola spa downstairs. And then they also, Hyatt Regency standard as well, cotton swabs, ear wax swabs, and a shower cap. Another favorite feature of Hyatt Regencies is this backlit mirror. I think it's really important, and just a large mirror and a large vanity is also really important. And they have this thing back here where we just have laid all our toiletries, and it just works perfectly. I hate when it's just a pedestal sink. While it's pretty and it looks cute, it's not functional at all. I think what's unique about the Hyatt Regency in Waikiki also is this toilet seat. It is a Japanese bidet toilet seat, so you do have controls here for bidet features. And then of course your dryer, towels, ample towels. I think that's everything. It is a resort, so you do have resort fees here, but those are waived when you're a globalist. They do have activities, things like this is probably included in your resort fee. Yeah, I think that's everything. The Hyatt Regency is right in the middle of Waikiki, so you can walk to pretty much anywhere in Waikiki. We've been calling it Rodeo Drive of Hawaii, and I think that's pretty accurate. They have all the fancy Rodeo Drive like stores, yeah, boutique shops and things, and it's fun. I think if you've never been to Hawaii, then I think it's a good place to start. It is very touristy, but it gives you a little bit of everything. We've realized it's a little bit of, you can snorkel, you can kayak, you can surf, you can stand up paddleboard, everything you normally think of, see dolphins, sea turtles, wildlife, etc., etc., but also have a very, very city feel. So it's like a metropolitan city in downtown Honolulu. They have a Chinatown. It kind of almost feels like a regular city you could be in SF or LA. Of course, you don't have this beautiful beach, and actually you can't see anything, but this is the main road in downtown Waikiki. This is Waikiki Beach at night, and right across the street, we're right across from Duke's statue right there that's lit up. A very famous monument here. Just right over there is the Hilton Waikiki, that building right there. You can't really see it, I'll show it tomorrow. This is the famous Outrigger Hotel, and then the Marriott is also just down the street as well. But we're here to review the Hyatt, so that's what we're doing. Okay. I think that's everything. Oh, parking, valet is $45 overnight, and South Park, which is in a garage across the street, is $35. While it is $10 cheaper, and I didn't mind doing it this trip, it is a little bit annoying just because the parking garage is very tight, like very, very, very tight. We had a Mustang convertible and it barely fit through both lanes, coming and going lanes, and you know, if two cars were coming, one would have to back up. So if you're not a seasoned driver or parker, I feel like it's a little bit difficult to maneuver and maybe worth the valet. Or not even having a car, because a lot of the tour groups and things pick you up right in front or near your hotel, and it's pretty easy to get to. Also, Uber was easy to pick up as well. We used it once on our trip. Okay, I think that's everything. Bye. This is a continuation of yesterday's review. Yesterday I didn't get to show you the view from our room. This is on the 29th floor, room 2959. And as you can see, it's a direct oceanfront view, as I mentioned yesterday. If you walk right out on the balcony, you can see the heart of Waikiki Beach, and all the surfers down there. They start very early in the morning. You look to the right, they're at Outrigger. I think it's right there, Outrigger, and then I believe that's a Sheraton. And this is like the main street in Waikiki where all the shops are. This is something that I think is great, is well, you can see all the reefs, so it's very green and blue and see-through, and then there's all the surfers out here, but then also there's a little lagoon that's sectioned off right here, and the water is so much calmer here. No breaking of the waves, just like very calm waves, and I think a lot of like parents bring their kids right here. Over there, I think you can see part of Diamond Head. So it's just a beautiful view. You really can't get much better than this, an unobstructed view of the Pacific Ocean, and in particular the beautiful waters of Oahu and Waikiki Beach. Just part of the tourist area, but just kind of gets drowned out by the waves. We leave the doors open at night, and so it's really nice. And you can rent surfboards here. There's many kind of little shops and companies that rent surfboards and do surf lessons and things like that. And so there's also a cool like green patchy area right here where I've seen people just bring their towels and like lay out. So there's little sections in front of each hotel, but all the beaches in Oahu and Hawaii, I believe, are public. So even if there's quote-unquote private property right up to the beach part is public. So they can't restrict the public from accessing any beach or water in Hawaii. So that's great. I also want to touch base. I didn't get to do this yesterday, I forgot, but we did have a chance to use the Regency Club. If you have a Regency Club level room, I believe it's the hotel goes up to the 40th floor, So I think the Regency clubs are from 35 to 40, or if you are a globalist and have, you always have Regency Club access, even if you don't have a Regency Club room. So again, you're staying at the Hyatt Regency, so they have a Regency Club. It's on the 3rd floor. It's a great view. Actually, you can see the balcony right there. So that's the balcony of the restaurant of the hotel. And then this is the patio for the Regency Club. So only Regency Club members can attend there, and you can sit and take your breakfast outside or inside. They do have indoor seating as well. But it's open 24/7, which is great. It's a good place to go if you need just like some water to fill up your water bottle. If you want some juice or coffee or tea, that's always available. And then from 6 to 10, they have a continental breakfast. So, you know, pastries, fruit. They did have quiche yesterday, so a warm option. Oatmeal and also miso soup are the main dishes at the Regency Club breakfast from 6 to 10 a.m. And then they also have hors d'oeuvres available from 4 to 6, I believe. They also have cocktails available from 4 to 7, 5 to 8 or so, something along those lines. They'll tell you at check-in. And then also they will give you, they also have desserts from 7 to 9. To be honest, I was a little bit disappointed by the desserts. It was just like 2 things. It was like cookies and then like 1 pastry thing. I mean, it's free, so it's fine, but I've been to other Regency Club offerings that were very robust, and so I guess that's what I was expecting. I also did have a chance to use the gym. It's a good sized gym. I mean, there's a lot of equipment in there. It's just the space actually isn't as big as I would have liked. I like to do a lot of high intensity mat training, and there's really nowhere, there's only one place where you can really put down a mat and not be in other people's way. So they have, you know, ellipticals and treadmills and all the weights and machines, and then also a mat area, but it's only enough room for 1 mat. So, you know, if there's other people using it, you kind of have to wait. They do have fresh towels that are scented, which I love. I don't know why, but they're refrigerated scented towels, which I think is a highlight of just using the gym. And I think those are all the amenities we did. Again, use valet 1 day, the first day, which is $45. Those are, and then $35 self-parking. The parking fees are not waived for globalists. The only time they're waived is for anybody that is using on strictly points and not cash in points. So we did use cash in points for our stay here, and cash in points is a great value for this hotel. I think just the location is the best. If of course you're here as a tourist and you want to be in the heart of the city, honestly this is one of the best locations. I feel like it really, there's so much around you that you can just walk to and not even have a car. Just get dropped off when you come and then take an Uber when you leave, and really pretty much you don't need any other transportation unless you want to obviously drive around. Maybe the second time around you come, you can drive around. I love renting a car and driving around the island by myself. So I usually rent a car from the airport. A good tip is, I used to use Hotwire for car rentals, but actually I've noticed that Costco Travel has really good deals on car rentals this time. And I actually had been checking about 2 weeks before, every other day, about 2 weeks before in advance. And the day before I checked, and it had gone down almost $40 to $50. And so we were able to get a convertible. It was the cheapest one available, you know, because there's so many people that drive convertibles here or rent convertibles here, tourists that do. And so it's always going to be, you know, regular American car, Ford Mustang, or Chrysler Sebring convertible. But hey, it does its job, and it's so much fun to just drive around the island with the top down and really enjoy and the views and take it all in. And so I think it's a great option if you like driving and you just like, having your own schedule and being on your own timeline, which as much as I love guided tours and, being driven around by the locals, I also like exploring on my own. So I think it's a really easy option. The only bad thing is, again, the parking is, of course, expensive. Oh, the Hyatt does have car rental service inside the hotel. So on the second floor, there's a Hertz and a Budget, I believe. And they do have the option. So something that was suggested to me, even though I didn't take them up on the offer, was that we could, instead of paying for parking at night, you could just rent a car for the day. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people just rent a car for the day straight from the hotel. So you get, Uber or taxi from the airport to the hotel, and then just take it out on the days that you want to take it. So I think that's a good option. It just depends on how much it is per day, right? But I'm sure it's less than paying for parking. So it actually evens out. If you're here for like 4 or 5 days, you want to drive around and kind of consolidate all your activities that you want to do on your own on 1 or 2 days, that's a really good option. So yeah, I think Oahu in comparison to Maui, I like Oahu because it's close to the airport and it doesn't take like forever to get there. Maui, well, we stayed in Lahaina, so it was about almost an hour from the airport to the other side of the island, because there's like one main road. But in Oahu, it's about 20 minutes to downtown Waikiki with no traffic, of course, although I understand that the traffic here is pretty terrible. So if you don't like driving in traffic, then maybe don't even rent a car and just have someone. I'll do that for you. This is a Monday morning. We're leaving today, so we're really sad. But it was a fantastic stay. And I will see you in my next video.